Hello boys and girls, today we're going to be reading this book. I think that this book is going to be about a girl who learns to juggle. Looking at this picture, it looks like she's juggling, so I think that this book is going to be about her juggling. The title of the book is The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes. The girl that never made mistakes? Well, maybe she is a professional juggler and she never makes mistakes. So the book is The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes by Mark Pett and Gary Rubenstein, illustrated by Mark Pett. For Beatrice Bottomwell, Friday began like any other day. She matched her socks, and of course, she put her shoes on their proper feet. She remembered to feed her hamster, Humbert, his favorite food, broccoli. And when she made a sandwich for her brother Carl's lunch, she used exactly the same amount of peanut butter as jelly. That's funny. I thought this book was going to be about juggling, but she's just making her brother some breakfast. When she stepped outside to greet her fans, she didn't forget to say good morning and thank you. They asked if she made her bed. She had. They asked if she forgot to do her math homework. Nope. What about tonight's talent show? They asked. I'm ready, said Beatrice with a smile. After all, her juggling act had won 3 years in a row. So she is a professional juggler. But she never makes mistakes. So let's find out. Most people in town didn't even know Beatrice's name. They just called her the girl who never made mistakes, because for as long as anyone could remember, she never did. Unlike Beatrice, Carl made a lot of mistakes. He ate his crayons and drew them with his green beans. He danced with his hands and played the piano with his feet. Carl loved to make mistakes. Maybe it's not about the talent show and the juggling act. Maybe it's about the difference between not making a mistake and making a mistake. Because her little brother makes lots of mistakes, and he likes to make mistakes. At school, Beatrice was on a cooking team with her 2 best friends, Millie and Sarah. To make their giant rhubarb muffins, they needed 4 eggs. Beatrice went to the refrigerator and carefully chose the biggest, eggiest egg she could find. But on the way back, her legs slipped out from under her. The eggs went flying. Beatrice was about to make her first mistake. Oh no! So maybe her mistake isn't with the juggling. Maybe she just doesn't make mistakes at all. With anything. And she's about to make her first mistake. But she didn't. That was close, thought Beatrice. For the rest of the school day, Beatrice could not stop thinking about her almost mistake. I think this book is about a girl who learns that maybe making mistakes is okay. Or maybe she thinks that she's perfect and she never makes mistakes. Let's see how the juggling kind of ties in. Let's see. On her way home from school, Beatrice watched Millie and Sarah ice skating in the park. Come join us, said Millie. It's fun, said Sarah. Beatrice watched them slip and slide on the frozen pond. Millie and Sarah laughed as they wobbled on the ice. No thanks, said Beatrice. I don't think Beatrice wants to go on the ice because she doesn't want to make a mistake. Because her friends are slipping and falling, and maybe she just doesn't want to make a mistake. At supper, Beatrice barely touched her food. Is everything all right, kiddo? Asked her father. I'm worried I'll mess up tonight, said Beatrice, and everyone will be watching. Worry? You don't make mistakes, he said with a smile. Beatrice tried to smile too. She's really afraid to make a mistake. I think I don't think she's gonna make a mistake. Let's see. After supper, Beatrice got ready for the talent show. First, she woke Humbert up after his nap. Next, she got the salt shaker from the kitchen table. Finally, she filled a water balloon with lots of water. The school auditorium was packed. Beatrice felt her stomach jumping around inside her. I think she is very nervous to make a mistake at the talent show. Beatrice waited for her juggling music to begin. "That's her. That's the girl who never makes mistakes," said a woman. "Oh, we know she'll be perfect," said a man. When the music started, she tossed Humbert into the air. Next, she added the salt shaker and finally the water balloon. Beatrice didn't miss a beat. The crowd clapped with delight, but Beatrice noticed something odd about the salt shaker. The specks falling out of it was not white. If it's not white, that means it must be pepper. Uh-oh. It looks like maybe he's gonna sneeze from all the pepper. Achoo! Humbert was so surprised by his sneeze that he grabbed the water balloon with his claws. Kaplooey! Humbert, pieces of water balloon and the pepper rained down on top of Beatrice. For the first time, as long as anyone could remember, Beatrice made a mistake, and it was a big one. The music stopped. Beatrice didn't know what to do. Cry? Run off the stage? The crowd sat stunned. They couldn't believe that the girl who never makes mistakes made a mistake. Oh no, her first mistake was in her juggling act. Beatrice looked up at Humbert. He looked back at her. His hamster fur was soaked with speckled with bits of balloon. Beatrice let out a giggle. The giggle grew into a chuckle. The chuckle became a laugh. I think she's starting to laugh because it was a funny situation. Her hamster sneezed and popped the balloon. So maybe it's not a big mistake, it's just a funny mistake. The people in the crowd looked at each other and then back at Beatrice. They began to giggle, then chuckle, then finally roar with laughter. Beatrice and the audience laughed until they couldn't remember why they were laughing. Now everybody is laughing. That night, Beatrice slept better than she ever had. When she got dressed, Beatrice, for no reason at all, put a polka dot sock on one foot and plaid on the other. I think Beatrice is okay with making mistakes now, so now she's going to do them on purpose. Beatrice and Carl made sandwiches. This time, they put the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. They called it Inside Out PB&J. Lunch was messy and delicious. I think now she likes making mistakes with her little brother Carl, who also loves to make mistakes. Later, Beatrice found Millie and Sarah skating in the park. Now she's okay to skate and make mistakes because making mistakes is okay. They fell a lot and laughed. Now, people no longer call her the girl who never makes mistakes. They just call her Beatrice. It looks like she's really happy, and she's not having those knots in her stomach anymore. So I think making mistakes was a good thing for her. It taught her that not everybody's perfect, but we all try our hardest. Thank you very much, boys and girls.